Ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, almost botched there. My name is Robert Serrano Jr., and I am the natural born driller because I'm the natural and I'm born to be the driller. And if you don't like it, beat it because no one wants to be defeated. I'm just saying. So, YouTubers, welcome everyone to my very first ever New Japan Pro Wrestling review. Even though the first review I did was for the pay per view, but this will be an actual review when it comes to the separate playlist for it. But what I'm gonna do for this review, even though the show is from last week on the Friday, I guess you could say on the Friday. Um, the night at basically the night after Wrestle Kingdom 12. I guess you could call it the show after Wrestle Kingdom 12, whatever. But basically, the post episode for Wrestle Kingdom 12. But the review will be about the events that took place after Wrestle Kingdom 12, which it was New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year's Dash 2018. This is what they do all year after their biggest pay per view of the year. And let's get to it. So, like I said, for this review, it will be about New Japan Pro Wrestling New Year's Dash, the show from January 5th, 2018. It took place in Tokyo, Japan, in the how you pronounce this again? The Coronia. Oh, Carnegie Hall. Carnegie Hall is the place that they were at. Yeah, when they do most of the shows for New Japan. Other than the Tokyo Dome and other venues from Japan. But yeah, the Carnegie Hall is the place that we're at. So, and the matches that's placed on the card, I'm not going to do the entire thing. Just to let you know who won the match, and and there's a couple of segments that have been on the show too as well. Not a couple, just two. So let's get to it. So the first match opened up with. Hold on a second. Sorry about folks. I just lost the There we go. There we go. So the first match opened up with an 8-man tag team. First you got and folks, you got excuse me for this one because I'm gonna be botching when it comes to pronouncing their names because they're Japanese. A few of them, a lot are Japanese wrestlers, but I think I got a stain here. This must be one of those white stains that it sometimes appears there, but whatever. So yeah, like I said, it's gonna be difficult for me to pronounce these names, because they're Japanese wrestlers. But because I'm gonna be doing these reviews all whenever New Japan does the shows and all that, which by the way I'm gonna pay attention to them more for this year other than other years. I never got a chance to to pay attention to them. But I do know what's going on though during those times. But some parts I missed, some parts I didn't miss. But with that being said, let's get to this. Like I said, forgive me when I try pronouncing these names, but here we go. Um, yeah, this will be a late start for it too, by the way. So when it comes to doing this review. But anyways, here we go. Um, so like I said, the first match of the 8-man tag team, it will feature Yoha Nakata teaming up with Manabu Nakanishi and the Ten Cozy. Now, I don't remember who the Ten Cozies are because that's a tag team name, but I don't remember who they were. But they went up against the Young Lions, which when it comes to the Young Lions, that means they're rookies. So the Young Lions feature Oka, Norida, Yumino, and Yagi. And the winner of the match were was Nakata, uh, Na- Nagada, yeah, Nagada, Nakaishi, and Ten Kozi were the winners of the match. The Young Lions lost the match, so and it was a good match by the way. Well, I almost say it was a good match. I thought it was a decent start of the match. I'm gonna give it an early 3 stars for that. Next we get how many was it another 8-man tag or it was a oh yeah it was a 10-man tag team match. It will feature the Suzuki Gun, which is you have um El El Desperado, uh, Takashi Lizaga, uh, Taish, Taishi, I think that's how you pronounce it. Yoshi, yeah, Yoshinobu, uh, Kanemaru, and Takamishinoku versus um, Tugi Makabe, Jushin Thunder Liger, Tiger Mask 4, Hinori, and Horoi Nakato. And the winners of the match were the Suzuki Gun. And I not gonna pronounce the names, but yeah, the Suzuki Guns won the match. So and another decent match too, by the way, a very decent match. And also the match was all over the place, by the way. Not too all over the place. What I mean by that is that there was a lot of chaos going on in the match, but and after the match, they continued what adding insult to injuries to their opponents, obviously. And then Jushin Thunder Liger, I believe, me chasing him out. I don't remember who was getting the beat down. I'm assuming it was one of the I actually remember which one it was, but yeah, I thought, like I said, I thought it was another decent match, so I'm gonna go three stars for this one. Next match, the next match we got Switchblade Jay White versus uh, Katsuya Kitamura, and this match will be the first match of the Kino, the Kitamura 7-match trial series. So match itself was pretty decent too. Well, with Jay White winning the match by the way, he won with the switch. I mean the Blade Runner, which is a it's Bray Wyatt's sister Abigail. That's that's the way I could try to make sense of that. Yeah, I thought it was a decent match. So yeah, yeah, good start there. So another 3 star. In fact, I'll give it a 3.5 stars. It was better than that I thought it would be. The next match we got a 6-man tag team. It was the Elite, which it will feature the IWGP United States Heavyweight Champion Kenny Omega and the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team Champions on the Young Bucks, which is Matt and Nick Jackson. And when it comes to the Elite, well, Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks representing the Bullet Club. And they went up against Roppongi 3K, which is Shu and Womb. I think that's wait Shu and Yom. I think that's his name. And they're also being covered by the coach, Rocky Murmura, who are basically when it comes to them, they represent chaos, and they team up with Ring of Honor's own Cheeseburger. And the match itself was pretty good and pretty entertaining, especially with King Omega and Matt Jackson showing their wounds from Wrestle Kingdom 12, especially when it comes to Shu. I think it was either Shu or it was Yum. It was one of those two, but it was funny though. It was a fun match basically. So and Cheeseburger was entertaining as always. And the winner of the match was the Elite. So yeah, I'm gonna give this match I'm gonna give it a 3.5 stars. Not I'm gonna go too far with a 4 star. I mean, it was good, but not the level I thought it would be good though. But it was passable. Next we get the Bullet Club. You have Cody Rhodes being accompanied by his wife, Cody, I mean, Cody's wife, Brandy Rhodes, I meant to say. You also have the villain, Marty's girl. You have the Japanese pimp, Yuji, Yohoro Takaishi. You also had Chase Owens and Leo Tonga. and they went up against the and basically it's a 10-man tag team match. I should throw that in there. And they went and Bullet Club went up against Taguchi Japan, which is Kota Ibushi, Juice Robinson, um, Koshida. I keep drawing a blank. I keep drawing a blur for that name. Uh, Ryusuke Takichi, and David Finley Jr. I meant to say, but sometimes I just call him Prince Finley. He's the son of Finley. And the match itself was pretty good. This match I'll actually give it a 4 star, but the winners was Bullet Club. After the match, Cody attacks Cody Ibushi because he was still I guess he was still upset with the fact that Cody Ibushi beat him at Wrestle Kingdom 12. And all of a sudden he was got not he was got use a steel chair onto Cody Ibushi. All of a sudden Kenny Omega shows up. He comes to the aid of Kota Ibushi, and some of you are thinking why is he coming to the aid of Kota Ibushi when Kota Ibushi is not part of the Bullet Club? There's history between Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi, former tag team partners in New Japan. That's why there's history between these two. They're close friends and all that. Even though Kenny Omega went his separate ways, and same thing with Kota Ibushi, there's still some tensions between those two where they're somewhere down the line there, even though they're not together anymore, they're on with the separate ways, but they're still somehow friends in a way. Kind of like how with Lex Luger and Sting from WCW from the 90s, where Lex Luger is part of the Dungeon of Doom, but Sting was against the Dungeon of Doom. But for some reason, there's still some friendship between these two with Lex Luger and Sting, where that bond cannot be break. Same thing with Kenny Omega and Kota Ibushi. The bond they have between those two, that goes way back, and it can never be broken. So yeah. So Kenny Omega is shoving Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes is shoving him back. Marty Scurll was trying to calm things down between the two, and they're arguing of who's the leader and all that. And obviously it's gonna lead to something with that down the line, but I don't know when. But it's gonna lead to something. But we'll see how that turns out. So Kenny Omega gets a microphone. He cuts a promo about saying that the Bullet Club hasn't been whole for a while, and he says, but he knows what they need to do. So he brings out Jay White. So Jay White comes out, and basically Kenny Omega has a T-shirt, and you all know what that means when it comes to a T-shirt. It means you want Kenny Omega, who's part of Bullet Club, the leader of Bullet Club, wants to give the T-shirt, which obviously is a Bullet Club T-shirt, to Jay White. Same thing how it comes to the NWO back in the day from WCW, and NWO T-shirt for a new member, obviously. Kind of with Diamond Dallas Page, which speaking of which, so Jay White was given the T-shirt. He was hesitant to put the shirt on, asking the fans. Looking around the fans, saying, "Should I put the shirt on?" So eventually, he puts the shirt on, and it's been confirmed that Jay White is a part of Bullet Club, and they raise hands on that, and then Jay White hits Kenny Omega with the Blade Runner. So basically, it was a swerve, kind of like with Diamond Dallas Page from WCW, where they teasing Diamond Dallas Page going to join the NWO. He puts the shirt on. Diamond Dallas Page sold his soul to the devil by joining the NWO, and also, and from out of nowhere, he gets a diamond cutter to Scott Hall, while Kevin Nash had his back turned. It was kind of like that. So Jay White, they did the same thing here with Jay White. Basically, they rehashed that whole segment from WCW, and they did it right here with Jay White and Kenny Omega. So Jay White leaves the ring. He takes the shirt off and he tosses into the ring. And I think to myself, wait a minute. So are we gonna have Jay White turn back to being a face now? Because Jay White is supposed to be a heel, based on what he did to Hiroshi Tanahashi. But I did hear about what happened with him afterwards. So I'm gonna let you know right now. After what Jay White did to Blue Club, someone from Chaos, and I'm assuming it was of what I heard. I'm assuming it was Okada who came, or Gedo, who went up to Jay White and want him to join. Basically, they want Jay White to join Chaos against the Bullet Club, because there's a long history between Bullet Club and Chaos. Those two factions always been against each other in New Japan. Even in the days when Shinsuke Nakamura was part of Chaos, who was the leader of the Chaos. So Jay White, Jay White agreed to it. And he said not because I want to, but because because he doesn't like I guess he doesn't like Bullet Club, maybe, I don't know. I don't know the full story of it. I heard that Jay White is part of book is now part of Chaos. So uh yeah, that was the whole the deal there. But anyways, moving on. Now we get to for the never open weight 6-man tag team championship match. You have Bullet Club. You know, basically the guys representing Bullet Club, Balak Fale, and the Gorillas of Destiny, which is Tama Tonga and Tanga Lola, versus the reigning champions representing Chaos. You have Tomohiro Ishii, uh, Taru Yama, Yano. Yeah, Taro Yama, Taro Yano. Better say. My apologies. Again, I thought I was gonna botch it, and I did. And Trent Trent Beretta. Match itself was pretty decent. I'm gonna give it another early 3 stars. But the winners were Bullet Club, obviously. And I was saying to myself, so wait a minute, what was the point of having Chaos winning the belts from Wrestle Kingdom 12? And they're just going to drop it to back to the Bullet Club 24 hours later. I didn't get that. It didn't make no sense. But I thought the match was still decent though. But whatever, it is what it is. So, but moving on. Next we get to an 8-man tag team match. It will feature the 2 members of the Suzuki Gun, which is the leader himself, Minoru Suzuki, and Zack Sabre Jr. teaming up with the Killer Elite Squad, which is Lance Archer and Davey Boy Smith Jr. Now, Minoru Suzuki, after his match against Hiroki Goto from Wrestle Kingdom 12, it was a hair versus hair match, and it was for the title too, the Never Openweight Championship. Minoru Suzuki comes out with his towel that he wears over his head like he always does, and then he reveals himself to being bald. So yeah, he's bald. He's bald headed because let's be honest, there was much of his head to be cut anyways. But whatever. But yeah, I like that look too, by the way. But I miss his old look though, when it comes to his hair, the hairstyle he had. I thought that was a unique haircut that he had, and it looks apart too. But anyways, they went up against the IWGP Intercontinental Champion, which is Hiroshi Tanahashi, teamed up with Michael Elgin and War Machine, which is Raymond Rowe and Hanson. Match itself was pretty decent too, and also it was a lot of commotions going on in this match too, where Minoru Suzuki for some reason always kept going after Hiroshi Tanahashi. I don't understand that. I don't understand why until they explain why. After the match. So after the match, which by the way, the Suzuki Goon and Killer Elite Squad, they won the match by the way, and I'm gonna get an early 3 stars too. I think I mentioned that right, but I don't remember if I did or not. But yeah, but after the match, Minoru Suzuki keeps on attacking Hiroshi Tanahashi by the leg, because Hiroshi Tanahashi is going through a leg injury, and basically he cuts a promo, Minoru Suzuki, talking about he wants to go after the Intercontinental Championship. Basically, he's coming after Minoru Suzuki for the Intercontinental Championship. I mean, Minoru Suzuki is going after Hiroshi Tanahashi for the Intercontinental Championship, which is a belt that he's never won before, and he wants that belt, basically. So, also want to point out too, I think they're going to do a storyline where it's going to be Jay White going after the United States Championship title to when it comes to Kenny Omega. So we'll see how that turns out too. So then we get to the main event match, which is the 8-man tag team. It will feature Los Ingobernables de Japón, which it will feature the leader himself, Tetsuya Naito, teamed up with obviously with Los Ingobernables de Japón, the rest of them, the IWGP Tag Team Champions, Evo and Sanada, Hiromu Takahashi, and Bushi, and they went up against Chaos, which you have the IWGP Heavyweight Champion Kazuchika Okada. You also have the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Champion, or IWGP Junior Champion maybe, I don't know, Will Ospreay, on the Never Openweight Champion Hiroki Goto, Yoshihashi, and Gedo. Match itself was pretty good. Pretty good main event match between the two teams. Winners of the match, obviously I was going for Los Ingobernables de Japón, and that's exactly what happened. Los Ingobernables de Japón, they won the match, and it was a good match too. I'm gonna give it an early 4-star of the match. After the match, after the match was over, the Los Ego Bonabili Diabon, they all attack Okada, beat him down, all that. And you're probably thinking, what happened to where was help? Help came out a little bit, from the rest of Chaos, but basically a beatdown for the champion. It was needed. Anyways, so then after the match, we get, I mean, after the beatdown, I meant to say, um, uh, Tetsuya, Tetsuya, Naito, Tetsuya Naito, he cuts a promo, and obviously he's speaking in Japanese, just like Minoru Suzuki was, but it makes sense what Minoru Suzuki was doing to Hiroshi Tanahashi, and at the kind of promo in Japanese, I knew what it was about. It was about he wants on that in the Car Championship. So, but in this one, I was like, okay, he's gonna speak Japanese, but I have no idea what he's gonna say because I don't speak Japanese. I don't understand the language of Japanese, but I can read the translator from here. So he cuts a promo um, about saying there was no excuse. I mean, there's no excuses. Basically on losing to Okada. And he says, but 2018 will be the year of the Los Ego Bonapi Diabon. And I understand that, by the way. When you say Los Ego Bonapi Diabon, I'm like, yeah, Los Ego Bonapi Diabon. I love that faction. Love them. My favorite faction in wrestling right now. It's the Los Ego Bonapi Diabon. So yeah, so after that, I was done. You got the rest of Los Ego Bonapi Diabon leaving the ring. Naito was still in the ring. All of a sudden, Chris Jericho attacks Naito, and it began an all-out brawl between those two, and it became a pull apart afterwards. Cause we got the Young Lions coming in there to break it up. About the Young Lions, they're always at ringside, by the way. Just let you all know that, because the Young Lions are there to when it comes to hold on the guardrail and all that, and basically they're there to assist at ringside. But yeah, the Young Lions ends up being in the ring to be a part in this pull apart brawl between Jericho and Naito, including Los Ego Blanco Diabon. And then it was crazy though. Naito was also teasing Chris Jericho and all that. I like, man, this guy, I love this guy, Tetsuya Naito. And Chris Jericho, wow, Chris Jericho is still there, unbelievable. So what I'm hearing is Chris Jericho and Tetsuya Naito is going to be the next feud for New Japan Pro Wrestling. And I thought that Kenny Omega Chris Jericho thing, basically with Chris Jericho being in New Japan was going to be a one-off thing. But no, Jericho is still there, and he's moving on to someone else now. I love it. I can't wait to see how that turns out. So as far as the show goes, it was a good show, an alright average good show. So I'm gonna go 7 out of 10. So there you go. So that being said, folks, I'm gonna wrap up from there. So thank you all for watching. If this is your first time watching me on YouTube, my name is Robert Serrano Jr., the Natural Born Driller. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you like this video, give it a like. If you dislike this video, give it a dislike. The choice is yours. So that being said, thank you all for watching. Now if you excuse me, I'm going to watch more in that Raw. So I'll see you all later on tonight when it comes to the Raw review. You all take care. Have a good night. Peace on the streets. Talk to you all later on. But for now, I'm out. Take care, guys. Take care, guys.